Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in because guess what? I'm Brian B. I love doing that. It's different every time. It's never like the same that I come into the introduction. It's got to be different. It's got to be its own perk. But guess what? You see the shirt. It is time for Thursday night to roll around and bring you some entertainment. It's me, it's Brian P. You see, we got a screen on the screen, and I'm very excited to reintroduce someone who was on the air with us before the web show Tuesday nights. She introduced herself, but now we getting back on the ENT show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Tomboy and a giraffe, baby.
My name is me. I am a tomboy that likes to wear dresses. Yeah. That was it. I was just me, and I was like, I like to be silly, I like to be sarcastic, like to be goofy. And
it's me, Tomboy, and the dress coming to you live from the blondes. Let's make today
sports and cooking, and whoever thought those go together, like not something you hear.
Yeah, I've been in the sports field for a while, and then when we have like our games, the guys are dressed up in their suits, and I'm in a dress, and I'm just in a dress, and then it's like, oh, you're not a tomboy. I'm like, yeah, I am a tomboy. Yeah, no, if you were a tomboy, you would be wearing basketball shorts or a suit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, who says a tomboy has to wear that?
If you're on Instagram, if you've been following, then this person's been doing food, kitchen videos, and just one of the strongest people in sports talk as far as getting behind the scenes.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
What's up?
Missing a
what's
dress.
Up?
Yeah, what's good?
What's
hey,
up?
We're talking to her on the ENT show. We got the top 5. We got the watch list. We gonna show.
What's up?
It's me, Brian B. Let's go.
Let's make some noise.
This movie right here.
Signed to a local hot label, Big On Records.
Want to do it later.
Now. It's the B line. It's the B line. It's the B line. E-N-T.
Yes, y'all see how it is. Look, I'm excited today. I love it. Hey, thank you guys so much. As always, please like, share, subscribe, comment, love it, talk. Missing the Dress is on today, and we're
Tomboy in the dress.
Tomboy in the dress. Yeah, I call him Missing the Dress. Like that's just been my thing. I got to
do whatever you want. It's your show. It's your show. Your
How
show.
you been? What's been going
good.
on? Yeah,
I've been good. I'm filming season 2, episode 2 of my sports and cooking show.
Yes.
So that's being edited right now, and I actually started a mental health check-in show. So that's a new segment I started the past 2 weeks. So yeah. I started a mental health check-in. So yes,
that's
that
awesome.
consists of I'm not on camera at all. It's all about that person I'm filming.
That's
about
perfect.
Their mental health, how they're doing, and all of that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's a great topic. Like we were just talking about, like literally, like it's something that's so important now with all the craziness that's going on.
Yep.
Like people understanding when it first came out. I'm not going to lie to you. When it first came out, it was kind of like everybody was kind of hitting it and making it more like a cliche. Like, oh, it's mental health. Everything is mental health. Mental health. But for the real, like people going through things, having to really face, like, how do I deal with life or whatever it is, man. It is a discussion that needs to be had, because people don't know how to deal with shit. Nope. A lot of times people don't know how to deal with things, and I saw the episode, like I was just telling you, and you had my man on there who's talking about, like, just like, it's kind of difficult being a man, kind of expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's difficult. You don't want to be looked at in a certain way because we're supposed to be, strength and embodiment, and supposed to be like the protectors and the providers.
Exactly.
So it's very difficult. We had, talking on the web show, we talked about me, Warren Marlowe, and Hater. We was talking about the same kind of things. But yeah, so much love. So how is the season 2 going with the cooking show? You still cooking with the sports? So you kind of I saw a couple of interviews.
So season 2, episode 2 is currently being edited right now, and I'll be filming episode 3 very, very soon. hopefully next
Awesome.
couple weeks. So yeah, so that's still going. But the mental health is something that I thought about 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm just gonna shoot something. Boom, I'm just gonna shoot something about mental health because it's you have teenagers that are like killing themselves right now. So I was like, hey, this needs to be talked about like now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
for real, for real.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes,
really
it is.
crazy, yo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely a good look, definitely a good fit. How did you do you have any kind of ties or connections to that, or is it just you just tired of seeing it like everybody else?
No, my father passed away January 28th, 2020. So I went through depression.
Yeah,
So, but I didn't know I was going through it at the time.
yeah, that's
But
what's crazy.
it took me a whole year to even talk about it, feel comfortable even talking about it. So now that I'm talking about it, it's like, you know what? I'm sure there's other people that are just like me, they're afraid to talk about it. So let's talk
Exactly.
about it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, yeah.
normalize it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like you just said, I kind of faced my own kind of depression when I was going through my situation with my son and stuff like that or whatever. I kind
Mm-hmm.
of recently, hey, listen, this is I don't like to get too soft on these shows or whatever,
No,
but
no, but you need to
I'm
talk
not gonna
about it.
lie. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Hey, this is an entertainment show too. This is some shit we usually do on a web show, but we're gonna talk about it. I went through some stuff recently this year. I mean, it might be one of the reasons why I feel like this year has been like flying for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of had some health scares, and I had a couple of things
Oh,
that was going
wow.
on. Yeah, I had this friggin' giant thing in my mouth, and it was like a huge friggin' bump. And I thought it was kind of like an abscess. So I hate the dentist. I don't like messing with dentists. But
Yeah.
I was just nervous about it, and I kind of had to get it checked out. And they were like, "Oh, blah blah blah, this and that. You got to get this, whatever." And it messed me up. It messed me up for a couple months, man. And I didn't want to even take care of it. I didn't want to do anything. I was like too scared to do anything. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize, like you just said, I didn't realize I was depressed. I was having
Yep.
thoughts I never had thoughts. I was acting in ways I never had.
Exactly.
I mean, even my girl was like, she was like, damn, you're like, I'm loud. Like you see me, this shit isn't just for the show. This is me. Like,
No, that's
this
your
is how I
personality.
am.
No. Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't laughing. I wasn't being loud. I was just pissed. I was angry. I was short with the
Mm-hmm.
kids. And it just took a minute and I didn't realize it. But I was like, when I was honest with myself, I took a shot. I wasn't even on the show. I didn't do nothing with the show. And
Oh,
I just
wow.
had to realize, like, yo, damn, I'm really in a bad state. And then
Mm-hmm.
finally went to the doctor, got it removed and got all this and got found out. And I'm good. And I'm like, oh man, I can't let that shit happen. That's why I like started changing my whole life. Like I don't drink, smoke, nothing like that no more.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Healthy
yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm trying. I gotta get rid of this. Like I used to go, if I show you pictures of like how I used to look, you'd be like, oh, that's the same person.
Oh, no, whatever,
But
whatever.
listen,
You're
but
doing stuff for the better. You're doing stuff for the
exactly, yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I definitely understand it, yo. It is something that has to be talked about. This gun stuff is out of control. But hey, so yeah, so back to you. I don't want to take up the show, but good conversation, yo.
Good. Your
Good
show. I
conversation.
told you, it's your show.
Yeah, 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 definitely. So I know last time we talked, you were talking about how like COVID and everything like that. You were very you weren't playing with it. So you
Nope.
weren't really recording as much as you usually do. And
Mm-hmm.
how has it changed? Like how have you opened up a little bit more?
So no, I'm vaccinated, but you can still catch it even though you're vaccinated. But no, I'm vaccinated. I am still careful. I still wear my mask inside the stores and things like
Mm,
that. I do. I still wear my mask inside the stores, my
it's good.
N95. I
It's
don't care
good.
what anybody thinks walking around with a big duck on my face. Don't care. Don't care. And I'm still walking around with it. I mean, certain people that I know where they've been, I don't wear a mask around
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but no, I'm
yeah,
still
yeah.
careful. I was like, I already told you, I was a real germaphobe
Yeah,
before
you said that.
when COVID happened. All these fake germaphobes buying all the hand sanitizer. It's like, excuse me,
Hmm.
whoa, leave some
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
real germaphobes. But no, but like I've been, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing because I was germaphobe before COVID. But like I said, I'm still like
That's
quack quack in the store and don't care.
quack quack.
Quack
Yo,
quack in the store,
she
don't
got
care.
character, y'all.
Don't care.
But listen,
Don't
hey,
care.
it's interesting because no, I mean you're definitely right, yo. I don't. I mean I say it because I like to be free, man, and I know that's my own kind of personality. But
Yeah.
when do you think? Do you think it'll be a position? Has COVID kind of put you in a place where you're like, yo, I don't even think I ever want to go back to not being masked out in public anymore? Do you feel that way? Like, do you feel like there's going to be any change that can happen? Because I don't even know what's the next step for the people who do continue to wear their masks and stuff like that when they go out. Like, when are you
Hmm.
guys going to feel normal about not wearing it anymore? Because it doesn't seem like there's anything else that's going to happen besides,
I mean, not to get religious or anything, but the Bible talks about in Revelations, the last days. So we'll just have to Bible prophecy is being fulfilled, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah, you and my girl should converse. Y'all should do this show together right now because y'all probably talk for days.
I'm just saying that you're religious, but you
Y'all
know, but
talk
like
all
we don't.
yo. IT Tiff, she be on. She the same. She telling me all the same stuff and everything.
So that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying. Bible
reading with.
prophecy. I mean, the only thing you can do is just go with the
What's
flow.
up? Yeah.
Yep,
Hey,
go with
listen,
the flow.
hey,
What you
Beeline.
drinking? What
We
you
gonna see.
drinking?
This is water. Yo,
Oh,
nothing but
okay.
water. Yeah, nothing but water
Okay.
forever now.
Okay. Just checking.
Checking up on me, checking up on it.
Just
Nah,
checking.
yeah, nothing but yeah. Once again, definitely thank you for coming on and doing the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I found out that you're doing so much more. I'm glad to hear that the show's coming back on. You got a lot of fans. Like her Instagram is crazy. And I saw you were doing a something with it was like a boxer or a fighter. I don't know if it was an old episode that you did.
No, that's season 2, episode 2. His name is JR the Lion Ridge. Shout out to him.
Awesome.
So he's doing the episode 2. So that's the episode getting edited right now. So yes, he is a fighter, professional fighter. So yeah. So that will be coming up soon.
How do you like that field? Like, are you into like UFC, mixed martial arts, and things of that nature?
It's good. It's a good workout. It's definitely a good workout. Like his workout is insane. Like he's a beast. Like he's a beast. Like you can look at like his legs and his veins and everything. Like he's a beast. But it's definitely workout. Like it's a very intense workout, and even where he works out at, it's no AC.
Yeah. Oh,
so like they
man.
actually, they get that. Yeah. So it's definitely that hardcore workout. Like if you want to like get in shape, like definitely like call him.
Those dudes that work, I mean, those are some of the hardest trained guys ever, man. Fighters. Yep. Yeah, they do an unbelievable shit they have such a hard task to prepare for. That's why, like you just said, he doesn't train. I mean, I guarantee that's probably by choice. Like they probably do it because a lot of them fight in uncomfortable settings to mentally prepare themselves.
Well, I purposely wanted to film there. So it took us like 2 hours to film, and it was no AC. So my edges were like my hair was sweated out. Hair was sweated out.
Are you turning that shit on just for us? Like, man.
No, my hair was sweated out. Like it was, but I like to film, in their setting.
That's something I really, really like about your show. I like that you actually go there and we showed you when you were on like the football field, you were with the football players. And I'm like, that's something I wish I had that luxury. Like, I don't got time to do that. Like, I wish I had that time to do that. But that's phenomenal. So do you feel like you learn more about these guys when you actually go to where they are and see what they're doing in their own setting?
Well, yes, but what some people don't know is like I meet up with them before I film, either the day before, the week before. I like to ask them what's something you don't want to talk about, because I'm not like I don't work for a news place where a news station where they have to get the story. Like no, on my show I want you to feel comfortable because I want you to come back. So I want to definitely like where are some things you don't want to touch on, where are some things that you're uncomfortable about talking about, and I won't touch on it. You're telling me you're an open book. You're open book, but still there's something I'm not gonna talk about. I don't talk about religion or politics or any of that on my show. Like, I'm not even gonna touch on that. We're not.
You gotta be safe. You gotta be safe with that because that is it's like it's special to everybody. Like everybody's got their own views or everybody got their own opinions. So I try to stay away from that stuff too. I don't like talking about politics and stuff. We had a debate on one of our shows when it was the whole George Floyd thing going on, and we were talking about the Trump situation. And it's just too much. Like everybody's got their own.
It can go left really quick.
Nobody. Yeah. You're not gonna get nobody on your side most of the time. It's like you just stay away from it. But that's the reason why I like the entertainment show. So let me ask you, because I do see, are you in it? Are you doing any kind of like special trying to like events with women's sports, or there's so many women now involved, and since you are kind of like tomboy in a dress, like you're kind of like not the stereotypical, like you got a dress on but you still hitting the football field, you still do it, you got your nails done. Are you are you doing the like anything with like female athletes or anything like that in the same kind of condition?
You just have to see.
Okay. You don't want to reveal no secrets over
I
here.
have to wait and see.
That's what's up.
Wait and see. But I'm all about girl power, all that other stuff, blah blah blah. But We have to wait and see who popped up on Tomboy in the draft.
Listen, it's so crazy. I saw something. I'm a wrestling fan. Like I love WWE and stuff like that. I'm a huge UFC guy. I love UFC. I watch every damn pay-per-view. But I'm noticing, man, it's so crazy coming from the time that I grew up. And I'm talking about Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Bret Hart. Like coming from that time all the way up to now, where literally the girls they main event the shows. Like you got Ronda Rousey, you got Charlotte Flair, you know, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch. They run the damn show, and it's crazy because you want to see them more than you want to see the guys wrestle half the time now. And it just shows like what I guess have always the potential that's always been there that's now being unleashed and released. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's incredible. And it makes you want to say, even like the female fighters, when I'm watching the whether it be Ultimate Fighter or when I'm watching the damn you know, the UFC pay-per-views, I love the prelims 9 times out of 10 for the girls, they throw down harder than they do sometimes. It's
the
crazy,
women in
yo.
sports are definitely popping. Like women in sports, even behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, women in sports is definitely popping.
Yeah, they doing their thing, yo. They doing their thing, and hey, listen, I'm gonna say it, and they look good doing it.
All right, now let your wife come downstairs.
My baby knows. Auntie Tiff, she knows. But yeah, it's incredible, yo. It's definitely positive. Listen, let's talk a little bit. Hey yo, Miss in the dress.
All right,
Miss Tomboy in the dress. Let's talk a little bit. Let me ask you.
All right.
So you got a sports show. And we were talking about, like, you know, female athletes and things of that nature. This is going to be kind of controversial. I'm just going to say it. How do you feel about the intermixing of transgender with female sports and competition? Crickets.
No comment.
Crickets.
No comment because no comment because, you know, that can go real left really quick. You know, about so I don't want to comment on that, you know, but you know, if that's your preference or, you know, that's what you want to do, if you want to, you know, compete there and they allow it, you know, that's your business. But, you know, I understand. Something I really don't, you know,
see,
into.
I feel the same way. Listen, I feel the same way to what you want to do. I'm against nobody. I think everybody should be free to make their own decisions and do what they do. But I do think that the playing field has been so kind of widened that it's difficult. It's difficult to kind of acknowledge, like, you know, if it is fair or not, because you don't want to feel attacked on your viewpoint. So it's like kind of how you don't want to touch it. You don't want to touch it. It's a controversial kind of topic, you know what I'm saying? But it's literally something that you kind of like, not us, but you know, you kind of do have to talk about it. The people who are making the decisions, you do got to talk about it.
They can talk about it, but I'm not gonna. They can talk. Like I said, I don't touch. Like I said, I don't want to offend anyone or anything. Because whatever you say, whatever I say, it's going to offend somebody. It might not be them, so I don't even touch it. Like I said, I accept everyone. So I just don't touch it. Yep. So next question.
That's. I mean, it's really good. It's really good that, like, you know, people are like that and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do have your choice to say things, and you know, you do want to, especially when you're in the limelight, like you don't want to, like, you know, come out too much, because like you said, people will cancel you in 5 minutes. Like, even if you don't say nothing, like, you know, that it sucks, yo. That is one of the reasons why, like I said, like on my show, The Beeline, like the reason why I even started that show was because I wanted to be able to express myself in a way of, like, never to just, oh yeah, I'm just an asshole, I'm just gonna offend somebody. But if I want to say something, I want to be able to have a platform to say it. That's why I started saying doing the talking with strangers segments. I want somebody to come on, and if they want to speak about something that may be controversial, it may be something, you have a platform to do it. I want you to be open to express yourself, because I feel like it's something that's being so guided now. Like, you know, you have to think a certain way, and you know, that echo chamber is just like growing bigger and bigger because people are scared to speak freely anymore. But it was just an idea. It was just a thought. We were talking about sports and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, it is a lot of it's a lot of fun seeing, like, you know, people get a chance that haven't gotten a chance in the past, yo. And I love it. I love it. I mean, it's been incredible. But
Mhm.
definitely with you're doing the sports and cooking show. Are you still cooking?
Yep.
You got some cooking stuff that you have you gotten any better? I know last time you were talking.
I mean, like I have never had a problem with making breakfast food. Okay,
There you go.
breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So,
Yeah,
I can make, you ask me about the top 5 food I can cook. So we can go ahead and touch on that.
yeah, we
So I
definitely gonna
said
do that.
pancakes, eggs, bacon, cereal. I don't know the last one. I can make instant oatmeal. Make instant oatmeal.
Hey, Miss Tomboy, she just jumped in the segment. Sorry, guys. So
What? I mean, we talking about food.
We're doing
My
top 5.
bad.
We're doing top 5. We're gonna do top 5 foods that you are good at cooking. Top 5 foods we're gonna do.
Pancakes, eggs, bacon, cereal, instant oatmeal.
She said cereal. So, yeah, so if you don't cook that,
Whoa! I can make a mean bowl of cereal. Can nobody pour milk like me?
Listen, yo, you always say, I think I said this last time we talked or whatever, but you said that you don't cook that, like you cook, you do certain things, but you had made something one time and I saw it when you were making it on you put it on your Instagram or something. And I was like, damn, that should look good. And then you said like you say you don't cook like that or whatever. And I was like, it looked like you did. So whatever you must have mastered that. I can't remember. It was a while ago. But it was good. Like it looked really good. All right, so we're gonna do. Let's jump into something else that you got going. So finding out you're multi-talented over here. You got your show, you got your cooking, you doing everything. You got your Instagram. So I found it. So you doing music too. What's up with the music?
I mean, I've always written poems. Even in high school, I would write poems and stuff. So then about a couple months ago, K Davis the Hitman, shout out to him, which is Dougie Fresh nephew. So K Davis the Hitman and DJ Green Guy, who was out in California. K Davis, I had read him a poem that I had wrote because Dougie Fresh had a cooking show that he was doing during COVID. So then his nephew was like, hey, you guys should collaborate. I was like, oh yeah, maybe he can spit something, boop, boop, in the kitchen or something.
Wow.
So that's what I was thinking. And then he was like, I thought I write poems for fun. So K Davis was like, oh, read me one of your poems. So I read him one of my poems. And then he was like, read me another one. I read him another poem. He's like, you ever know about like rapping? I said, no. He's like, if I send you a beat, like, would you rap on it? And I was like, okay. So, I did it and they sent the beat and I got on the song with K Davis and DJ Green Guy. It's on Pandora, Spotify, Apple, it's all on that. It's called Shine On. It's called Shine On. There we go. Shine On Them, Never Falling. That's what it's called. And it's on Pandora, Spotify, Apple. But yes, I'm on there and rapping. So then after that, I got with a producer here in Tampa and my poems that I wrote, I just started writing music. So I'm currently on my second song. So I'm gonna do a little album.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So you kind of had an introduction into rap from poetry.
Well, yeah, because I like to write. And K Davis was telling me, like poetry is another way of rapping. I'm like,
really?
No. And he's like, yes, it is. And I was like, okay. So when I was reading him some of my poems, he was like, yo. So then he called his dude out, DJ Green Guy, out in Cali. Shout out to DJ Green Guy. And they got me on a 3-way call and was like, yo, we're going to send you a beat. Like, let's do it. I was like, okay.
That's incredible. You know what? That story is even more incredible because I know so many people who, I mean, phenomenal, like, rappers, stuff like that or whatever, who have been trying so hard to like trying to get a damn deal, trying to get a break, a cut or whatever. And it's
I don't want a deal. I don't want a deal because I want to do what I want to do. And if you get a deal, the thing is now, the industry now is if you have a following, you really don't need to sign to a label. If you have a following, you believe in your craft that much, you don't need to sign to a label. You can work a 9 to 5, make your own money, pursue your time and do that. Go to the radio stations, do what you need to do, however they get it on the radio or whatever, put it online. Like, I mean, like I said, I ain't talking against the labels. If a label calls me with, a couple $1 million, it's like, oh, well, let me see. But
it is a lot. It's a lot that goes with when you sign your name. And we've had guests on, A Natural. We've had, my cousin Glenn. He came in there, and they'll tell you, like, them people own you. And that's the thing that's bad, whether it be your royalties, whether it be like, some talent don't even get paid for anything. Like they'll be getting,
it's hard.
literal
I mean, like
pennies.
I said, shout out to people who own labels.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to the labels. No offense to anybody on labels. But me personally, Tomboy in the Dress, I don't want to sign to anybody because music is not my number one priority. It's just like I write about certain things that I want people to hear about, and I don't curse in any of my music. None.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's something that if you're just doing it and you're enjoying it, I think that's one of the best things about it. One of the reasons why I kind of stopped music was I literally just I don't want to say I didn't love it anymore, but I just
not your passion.
It was not my passion, yo. This right here, doing this right here, this show, this is my passion. Like this is what I
can
am.
tell. That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's really good to hear. Yeah, but I love, speaking. I love talking about different topics, talking to different people, interesting people. But music was like, I grew up where the age of my music I loved. But as music kind of transitioned into kind of what it is today, I mean, I don't even listen to the radio anymore, man. I know that's like, it's hard to say, but
no, it's not. I don't. I listen to Pandora on my playlist
all day. Like, it's so personal. But isn't it crazy that Pandora and all that stuff is so personalized for you that it's hard for you to find new stuff? So when's the last time? Yeah, I can't. I'm listening to the stuff that I've heard my whole life. Like maybe I hear a song here and there, but
when you watch certain shows, like you watching certain things on Hulu, Netflix, watching certain shows, I hear songs like in the background, and I'll look it up and like, oh, I like this song because this song it's called "Adore" by Amy Shark. I heard it on the show Schitt's Creek on Netflix, and I love that freaking song. And I found the song and put it on Pandora, put it on my playlist. So I'm very diverse in my music.
That's
you might
beautiful.
Hear me listen to Waka Flocka. Next song is Britney Spears, and then it's NSYNC.
I'll show you. Listen, I'll show you. I was talking to Pepe Gonzalez yesterday. I was telling him about Stacy or Ryoko. You ever heard of her?
Oh yes, it's gotta be more to life. I like that.
Temporary high. Listen, I was jamming, bro. I remember that song back in the day. Yep, like you said, my music is I have a playlist
very diverse.
Saying to damn what the hell is the song? I love this song. Blues Traveler comes on all the time. Oh, once upon a midnight dream.
That's your jam.
Oh, I love that song. It's one of them, like sometimes, like music. Another thing, when I was going through my little stage or whatever, when I was going through like my depression kind of thing or whatever. The thing that was getting me through it more than anything was the nostalgia, yo. I don't know what it was, but every time I watched an old show, like, hey, yo, listen, Beeline, watch list, bam, here we go. You ready for it? Watch this. Tubi, the whole Tubi, whatever. You know what Tubi is? Tubi is a streaming service. And it's one of the free ones. It literally is, there's no money. They do have ads. I think you can pay, so you don't gotta have ads.
Yeah,
and
I don't do
attention to it. Yeah, I never paid attention to it. I always watch Netflix, I always watch Hulu. Tubi has all the old school 90s movies, whether it be Kung Fu, whether it be I was watching, check this out. Y'all remember this right here? 3 Ninjas? Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Come on. All right, listen. 3 Ninjas was an incredible. I don't even know if it was in theaters, but it was 3 kids and their grandfather taught them how to do karate and stuff like that. And their dad was a cop.
Yeah,
listen, 3 Ninjas. Hey, listen, Tomboy the Dress. Go watch 3 Ninjas. But 3 Ninjas is on.
I'll look it up. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna watch it, but it
was incredible. Yo, listen, I love it. I loved it. But Tubi, all the Tubi. Hey, if you were from the 90s and you want to flashback, you want to sit back and eat you some shark bites. Remember shark bites back in the 90s?
No.
Hey,
those little candy.
Yeah, you don't remember shark bites?
I didn't eat those things. Right? I'm 32.
Oh, you're around saying, dude, come on. What's the throwback stuff you knew? That's what I should
like the 90s shows.
90s show, 90s
the 90s show.
Food,
like
snacks.
I used to I always watch In the House, Parenthood, Moesha,
for sure.
Smart. I was watching all those stuff. There's another show I used to watch back in the 90s.
I like the newer
the dinosaur show. Got the Mama.
Oh yeah.
The Mama.
They've been having a lot of
that was my show.
I hope they don't try to redo it because people they be killing stuff when they be redoing stuff. Like that was Jim Henson. Those are all
I love
Muppets.
me some Martin.
Oh,
I was like Martin, Living Single. Living Single was my show. I watch Living Single every night. I have to fall asleep with Living Single on every single night.
That's how I am with The Office. I watch The Office. I watch The Office religiously, at night. I don't even care. I just have it on. I sleep. If I wake up, I turn it on and have it on. Yeah, we used to watch to fall asleep. We used to watch Fresh Prince because Fresh Prince. We used to watch the Nick at Night because Nick at Night used to come on. Remember all the Nanny, George Lopez. We used to watch all of them shows at night.
I love Lucy. I used to like the Monsters.
Oh man,
the Monsters. That was my show. His laugh used to get me every time. His laugh took me out every single time. The dad's laugh from the Monsters.
What's it called? Rob Zombie is over there remaking the Monsters on Netflix. I don't know. Yeah, he's got kind of a history with movies. He's real like raunchy, so it's like I don't know if he's doing the same way.
Can't be like the Monsters can't be remade. It's like remaking Mary Tyler Moore. You can't remake some stuff.
That you definitely can't remake
alone.
Or like Laverne and Shirley and all that stuff.
Yeah, because Mary Tyler Moore. I used to run in the middle of the street and throw my hat up. Wow. Just for Mary Tyler Moore.
You know, my moms would be talking right now. That's my mom. My mom loves stuff like that.
Yeah.
Carol Burnett show and all that stuff.
I like all those.
That's past me.
I have an old soul.
Yeah, I love old school stuff too. I love Lucy. You know what I used to watch? My grandfather got me on this when I was younger. Laurel and Hardy, and we used to watch Laurel and Hardy episodes. Yeah, it's like you ever heard of Abbott and Costello?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's back in the day. I'm talking about the 20s.
I used to watch, Gilligan's Island, The Honeymooners.
Oh yeah.
The Honeymooners. I watched The Honeymooners. The Bonanza. My dad used to love Bonanza.
Ooh, Bonanza. That's
Bonanza. I used to like Bonanza. So those shows I used to watch. What show I used to watch? I used to like Little House on the Prairie. Sometimes Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
That probably wasn't your thing.
Too much for me. Yeah, Little House on the Prairie. I watch a lot of stuff though. I'm very like people usually really surprised by when I tell them and when I show them like things like when I'll be watching Laurel and Hardy episodes and stuff like that. I watch it on YouTube. My girl, they black and white. She looking at me like, "What are you watching?" Like, I'm like,
that's some good
I
stuff.
love it, yo.
There's a movie. It's black and white movie. It's called The Man Who Came to Dinner. That is a very funny movie. It's a black and white movie. Probably came out in the 20s or 30s or something. It's a very that movie is freaking hilarious. It's a black and white movie. You gotta see called The Man Who Came to Dinner.
Yeah, and it's so like it's so easy too. Like I think that's one of the things now. Like I love shows now. Like, hey, listen, I gotta squeeze it in with her because she don't stop. Hey, listen, check it out. Beeline, we talked about it last time, but just came back out July 1st. I hope y'all watched it by now. But Stranger Things, listen, Stranger Things.
I haven't seen it.
She not
really tickle my fancy.
Listen, Stranger Things, I gotta be real, yo. Stranger Things is probably one of the best shows that I've seen in the last 5 years, yo. Best shows that I've seen. Listen,
Game of Thrones.
I never watched it. I never watched Game of Thrones. That's one that got past me.
Game of Thrones, Insecure, Game of Thrones.
Insecure.
Insecure is on HBO. Ethan, right?
Oh, yes. I never heard of that. Yeah.
And The 100. The 100 was a very good show.
Is that on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah. I think IT Tiff was watching that. I didn't get she told me about it and she thought that I wasn't gonna like it. But she says that about everything she likes. She's like, "Oh, I don't want to tell you because you probably ain't gonna like what I like." And I'm like, "Bro, we watch the same stuff all the time." Like
No, The 100 and you didn't get on Game of Thrones.
Okay,
after the first episode of Game of Thrones, I was hooked.
See, Game of Thrones was on, I don't know if it was on the same day, but Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead were like the two shows that everybody was talking about when they were on. So The Walking Dead is the first show of my life that I can remember that I've never been so attached to a show, literally to where I was telling everybody, don't call me, don't talk to me. It's Sunday night. The Walking Dead is on. To where it's at the end, I can't even watch it. It's that bad, yo. That's the first show that ever was like that for me, yo. I'm usually attached.
I stopped watching Game of Thrones when the mom got eaten. Like it was way back.
She just told me the whole show, and I didn't get a chance.
No, that was like episode 3 or something of first season. Like it just didn't tickle my fancy. I'm like, okay, well, how much more can we do with this? Now, Game of Thrones, they were already on season 6 when I came on to watching it. They were already in season 6. I binge watched 6 seasons in 1 month. That's how good the show was. I was
That's awesome.
I was going straight home from work. So, don't call me. I gotta watch Game of Thrones. 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 And just because of that show, if I ever have kids and I have a daughter, I'm naming her Arya because she's a tomboy just like me. Yo, Arya was a tomboy.
Yo, isn't it awesome like that? You know, we're just talking about this right now, but isn't it crazy? Like you can have such an attachment, like you just said. Yo, I know there's been multiple times where it's like I've been so locked on the show where it's like I get home from work. You know, it was like that for me. The last one I really remember, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, like when I
my ex loved that show.
That show was so damn good, and it was like some people told me to watch Breaking Bad a whole bunch of times, but I knew Bryan Cranston was in it, and Bryan Cranston, when I knew him, was the dad on Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, comedy. Yeah,
Malcolm in the Middle is one of my favorite shows of all time as well. But I couldn't see it when people were telling me like, "Oh, he's playing a serious role and it's not really funny." And I'm like, "Man, listen, Bryan Cranston, that's my boy, funny as hell." And then when I started watching it, I was like, "This show is unbelievable, yo!" But it's like the attachment that those shows have, the captivativeness or whatever it's called. Like it's so crazy. That's the one reason I love movies. I love shows. It's entertainment. It's just it takes you in a different level, especially like if you're going through something. Like I said, I was going through stuff and just watching like Three Ninjas or just watching like Little Giants. They got Little Giants on Tubi. Oh, you remember Little Giants?
Yes.
Oh, you're sports. Sports. Yeah, football.
I must say the Icebox.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh man, Icebox. Yeah, exactly. That's like your whole character.
Exactly.
Man, that's crazy.
Cross you.
Yes, Spike. Remember they had. Listen, yo, if you ain't watched Little Giants,
that was.
I feel like watching it right now.
That's what I'm saying. That was actually on. Was it Hulu? I think it was on something the other day, a couple months ago.
Seen it.
And
I was searching for it.
Oh, that is my movie.
Yo, Little Giants. I might have watched that because back in the day, hey, boys and girls, back in the day, you used to watch TV, you used to watch cable, and you used to have to wait for a show to come on. So you'd see like the TV guide channel screen would scroll up and down. Yeah, you'd have to wait. Yo, in the dress. You remember when you used to miss the channel and you have to sit there and watch that shit?
Dang, like, hey, sis, did you see what channel was on? Now was man, we gotta sit there and watch it all. Come right back. These kids these days, they don't know.
They don't know, yo.
They don't know how you come home on Fridays after school, TGIF.
Yup.
Step by step.
That was the greatest, yo.
Waiting for TGIF to come on. I was a Degrassi girl. When Degrassi came out, you couldn't tell me.
I didn't get into Degrassi. Yeah, Auntie Tiff was Degrassi. She used to love that show too.
I got into Degrassi, of course, when Drake was on. His name was Jimmy. But because we're on the same age, so that's when I started watching Degrassi. But I will never forget, me and my sister were flipping the channel, and Disney Channel. We were hooked on Disney. Disney, everybody becomes friends at the end. That's the Disney Channel. We were flipping. It was on Noggin. Remember the Noggin?
Yeah. Noggin's still on, I think.
Well, we was flipping, and then we got on the scene where Jimmy was about to break up with Ashley, and then she came up to him, and then I never forget, she tapped him. He told her, "Don't talk to me like you slut." We said, "Oh, let's look at each other." We said, "What? What?" We just said, "What?" And we start watching the show because that's how school really was. Everyone just not becoming friends at the end. Degrassi, I think it's the most realist high school. You got shootings and depression and people going talking about their weight. Like it was a real show. That's what you go through in high school, and that's why I watched it.
See, I never got into it, but I can respect that. That's the one thing I do like about like the shows that are on. I'm not into the shows that are like kind of trying to tailor to you and stuff like that. I like you said, I like the shows that are like real, that show like real shit. Yeah,
I have a goofy personality, so I thought it was funny when he got the thing. He called her a slut. What?
That's what captivated
I was
you.
I was like, what? This is high school. Oh, I'm definitely about to watch this. This is what high school is. So that's what it was.
Hey, listen. Hey, yo, I'm loving this right now. We reminiscing hard right now.
I know, right?
But look, that's what I love. That's why I like doing this, man. And it's like, you just like your whole everything that you just brought to the table, like kind of just like meshed with me right now, because I completely like from the mental health conversation to like my own thing. Like it's crazy because I really was in such a bad state where I was literally like, I didn't know what to do, yo, because it was the first time. And I
Mhm.
think that was another thing that kind of broke me. Like I was saying, like being a man, like trying to, you don't want to
Mhm.
express yourself. I don't ever want to show like, I'm the king of my house, man. It's like, and I
Yep.
not saying I'm just like a dictator, like, oh, everybody. No, but I uphold my house. So I want to be strong for everybody, not everybody. So it's like, it's hard for me to feel defeated by something. So I don't like to show
Yeah.
it. But then when you don't show it, you try not to show it in a way that you don't want to show it, but you're showing it in different ways that you don't mean to show it. That's the shit that was messing me up really hard, yo.
But that's why I did the first 2 episodes with men. I wanted it to be, I could easily got some women, but the first 2 episodes I wanted to do men because of the fact that men are providers, you can do the strong ones, but the 2 men I put on there in front of the camera were basically telling people like, yeah, I went through this, but I got through it. Because,
Exactly.
so that's the reason why I put them first. But yes, you say you're a father, you're a spouse, so it's like you're like the man. Like you said, the king is like, oh wow, the king's going through stuff. What are we supposed to do now? But yeah, the king is
Exactly.
also human.
Yeah, that's what catches you a lot of times, because I think a lot of guys can relate. Like I said, we just did the episode with the guys, and we were talking about things like, just going through one of the guys that I had on, he was a professional wrestler, and he was talking about how his like his kid's mom, like, she like completely tried to devastate his life, like literally just tried. And it's like, there's nobody that a guy can turn to when stuff like that's happening. And I'm not trying to say it like we need every shoulder around us to cry on this shit. But I'm just saying, like, for me at least, it feels better to know that somebody's understanding of what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels better to have people that, even if it's just you sitting at the bar, like, the movie scene and shit, and you sit at the bar, you talking to the bartender, man, my wife is bugging out, man. And then he's washing the glass and he's like, yep, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
somebody.
Yeah, at least somebody relates.
Somebody.
Yeah. So I can understand that process of, like, in my state where I was, like, I didn't feel like I could talk about it because I didn't want to talk about it. And then, I was trying to talk to my girl about it, and Auntie Tiff, she holds me down hard. And, I finally was able to, in the middle of the night, I was over here waking her up, and we were talking about different things. I'm just like, I'm feeling bad. So I'm like, damn, I gotta wake you up, baby. Like, I can't sleep with this. And, but it was literally like, she was getting me through it, and talking to her was helping me feel better and more comforted and shit. But it's weird because I couldn't do that until it was like too late. Middle of the night, too late. Like, I can't do nothing. Like, I need help. Something's gonna happen. But yeah, man. So I there is a need for that. So I definitely commend you on that, man. Because even I kind of want to start doing more shows, even with the Talking with Strangers segments, like being more open to people who want to just talk on an event. Like, you want to just come on and just express yourself like you haven't been able to before, so we can kind of relate. That shit helps, yo. It really does help.
Yep,
Yeah,
it does.
helps.
You just let it out, not to hold it in. Like I always tell people, if you just have one person to listen, or if you even got to go in the bathroom, close the door, and talk in the mirror, just get it out. That's
exactly.
Me. I don't care. Go, just let it out, because in the shower, wherever you need to do, just let it out. Because when you hold it in, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's definitely hard.
It is.
Yeah, this is a conversation I didn't think we were gonna have, an entertainment show, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I feel like it's like therapy right now.
It needs to be, because because that's the thing. Entertainers go through it too, but the problem is they they can't talk about it because they have all this responsibility, because they're role models, not to be role models, but they are. But they don't want to see them, be at their worst point. But now you got more and more entertainers and athletes saying, I need a mental health break. I need a mental health break, because when you go down, nobody else is going to be there for you. Yeah, like if you're not your best, you can't be there. Your best for your fans or your business or whatever the case is. Like,
and this is really good conversation, yo. It's really good.
It is, yeah.
But Miss Tomboy in a dress, yo, it's been awesome having you on again. Thank you for coming on, telling us about stuff that you had. Thank you again.
I love coming on the Beeline show.
Yeah, it's awesome every time you come on. We always get into, like, I love people who come on and I can talk, like, because it does get difficult. I've had a couple of shows that I've done with people, and it's like, it's hard to talk, like, because either they're trying to be a certain way, or I like when people come on and they're just them, yo. And that's just like the easiest kind of way that we can speak to each other. But your show off segment. So you said your song is on Pandora, everything is good or whatever. So how do you feel about me playing the song, or would it be accepted?
What? Playing the
as
song?
A show off, yeah.
Oh,
or a clip of the song. I ain't gonna play the whole song.
If you find it, go ahead and do what you do.
You good? Okay. I'm like I said, I'm always gonna ask. But I didn't know it was out there. I thought you were still kind of doing it.
That song's been out a couple months. Like I haven't promoted it, whatever the case is, so it's like okay, it's out there. I did it. I posted it on my social media and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a rapper. I told you that very clearly. I'm not a rapper. I'm a lyricist. Like, I can,
no problem.
I take something, I write something, or I take a topic. It takes me a couple minutes to write a poem. I can write a poem in minutes, but I'm not a rapper. Like I tell you all the time, I don't want to be a rapper.
It's harder. See, I've known a lot of people. Like I used to write rap. I wrote my cousin's album. Like that was my whole thing. That's why I said when I got out of it, I kind of just got out of it. Like music has been my family my whole life.
Yeah.
But rapping and like poetry or whatever is similar with the words.
Similar.
Yeah. But it is hard to get in a booth and find your flow and hear the flow while you're using the words. Like that was something that even took me a long time to master, not master, but just get to a degree. It's a lot of skill, man. I respect a lot of people who do it,
It is, because my producer, shout out to Josh, because I would always write poems, but I would write with no music. So we would get in the studio and he's like, okay, did you have an example of a beat you want to rap this to? I said, oh no, I just,
just write.
Make one.
I did my job.
And he's like, no. So he's actually taught me how to how to flow. Like he'll I've already written everything and he'll just put the beat on and I'm trying to go to my own beat. He's like, no. He said, you hear the beat, you need to flow with the beat. So it's just like, oh, okay. So
Yeah. It's hard doing that because you would think everything that you write don't flow to a beat. So it's like you can't, because most of the time you ain't writing in bars, you just writing, especially even with poetry, you might have rhyming words and you try to find that, whatever it is, it's like how the words go together and they kind of accumulate together. Green eggs and ham, Sam I am, like certain things will just work, but when you're doing different types of like you said, like lyricists or poetry, like the words aren't always meant to just flow. It's meant to deliver. It's a message.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is interesting, the difference in like how you do have to kind of the difference between going to a beat and just kind of going off your head.
Yeah.
It's awesome though. I love it, man. I'm even trying to have some poets come on here and do spoken word, whatever. Like I want
that'd be dope.
I want this to be a platform. Like the show off segment is for anybody. Hey, listen, Beeline, the show off segment. If whatever you do, come on and let's go. Show up. Yes. But hey, I'm not gonna hold you up. I know you're a busy person. Thank you so much for coming on the show once again.
For having me. I
no problem. It. Yeah, this has been awesome. Like we had a really good conversation. I feel open. Like,
well, like it's your show. I love coming on the Beeline show. I love the show. So you got your show. You're awesome. So I appreciate it.
Hey, everybody, please go follow Miss Tomboy in a Dress everywhere. She's on Instagram. As you can see, she got music out on Pandora and everywhere else. We're gonna leave your links down in the description area so everybody can come follow you and get to know you even better. But thank you so much. We're gonna check out your season 2 episodes when they come out. And Beeline, as you know, I'm gonna have something for you. I don't know what it is, but we gonna show. Wait! 1 second. One more thing.
What?
Just got to hear my top 5 real quick. Hey, top five. Listen, top 5 foods that I know to throw down on. Number 5, let's get it. Chili, baby. I've been making chili. I love making chili. It's such an easy, and it kind of took me a little while to make it because I had to get the difference between making spaghetti sauce and making chili. Really, the biggest difference is beans. But I know how to make a damn pot of chili. I love it. Put it on rice, put it on whatever, or especially on a cold day, make some chili. It's rocking. That's number 5.
I like to put in Cuban bread.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you mean like the kind of the hard bread, and you put a little butter on it, or you mean like the soft
yes.
Yeah. Forget about it. Yeah, see, I gotta watch it.
Cuban bread and you dip it in the
man,
yes.
Got some good ass bread that I love. When I'm going shopping, Walmart, Walmart got them $1 long Italian breads.
Oh, okay.
We kill them at the house. But hey, number 4, we got us some what we got in room for? Number 4, we got veggies, sauteed vegetables, and rice. Sauteed vegetables and rice. Now, actually, Tiff put me on because she's half Japanese. So she go and we got a garden. We grow a garden. So we sit there and
wow.
we grow tomatoes. We got zucchini. We had the zucchini. Listen, I'm gonna get the picture. I'm gonna post it. Y'all gonna see it right here. As a matter of fact, right here. Right, see it? We have a zucchini that damn big, yo. That's how big it's going. But I chop them up and I put onions and peppers and stuff like that. Saute it and some olive oil and some seasoning. And we bake a pot of white rice in a pressure cooker. If you don't got a pressure cooker, get you a pressure cooker. You take
I don't have one.
Listen, on your show, 3 cups of rice, 3 cups of water, and put that shit in the pressure cooker for 3 minutes. Done. I ain't never had an easier time making rice in my life. But veggies and rice, we saute when that stuff, throw it on the thing, on the plate. The kids, everybody eat your vegetables all day. Veggies and rice, that's number 4. I know how to kill it. Number 3, hey, Miss Tomboy in the dress, this is where you at with me. Breakfast, grits, eggs, and salmon cakes, baby. Listen.
I can't make grits. I can't make grits. Grits are disrespectful. They pop all over the place.
Oh man, you gotta cover it. You gotta cover it up. Yeah, salmon cakes. Have you ever made salmon cakes before?
Maybe. No.
Yeah, salmon cakes are incredible, man. They come in a can. It's like usually a pink can, and you take it's kind of like tuna fish. Yeah, it's kind of like tuna fish, and you take it, you put it in the thing, you put egg in there with some flour, some peppers and stuff like that, or whatever. Blah, 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 toss it up. You fry them in little patties, and you take them, you eat them with some grits, with some butter and some cheese, and some scrambled eggs on top. It's incredible. Your boy Brian B, holla at me. I'll get you some salmon cakes, baby.
Get you right.
All right, so we got 2 more. We got baked chicken. I know how to bake some chicken. Like I've been working in the factory farms or some shit. I put chicken on.
Chicken.
I take it. I do a slow cook on baked chicken, right? I'll do like 300. I'll do like 300, 325. Do that for like 4 hours. Let the chicken get real soft and juicy, covered. And then all the juices come out of it or whatever with the onions and the potatoes and stuff like that baked on it. You empty that out. You use that for the gravy and you use the vegetables and stuff like that for the sides. And then I sit there and take it and I put it in. I put the oven up to like 450, 500 and then cook it for another like 15, 20 minutes. So that skin get really crispy, but the inside is juicy and tender. Your boy Brian B. Y'all don't know. I'll go put the camera in the kitchen. I'll the camera in the kitchen, bro. But I'll be on Tomboy in a dress, cooking the sports. Yo, listen. That's right, killing it. All right, and number one, you know what it is. What every dad in this planet know how to make. I don't care if you don't know how to cook. I don't care if you don't know how to make popcorn. You know how to make this right here. We got you a pot of spaghetti, baby.
Spaghetti. I like spaghetti with the bow ties.
Oh, that's yeah. I love making different noodles with spaghetti. And isn't that crazy? We can say spaghetti, but literally we mean noodles, penne, ziti, whatever.
Penne, bow ties. I like the bow ties with spaghetti.
It's good. It's good, yo. I love having a nice big pot of spaghetti, and you'll get into fights over spaghetti, yo. Was you ever with somebody and you got the people who don't mix the spaghetti and who do mix the spaghetti? I don't want you. You don't do both.
No, you need bow ties.
It depends, yo.
Are you doing bow ties or angel hair? Which one we're doing? We're not doing both.
No, listen, I'm talking about the people who take the sauce and mix it in with the pasta.
No, so you do that on your own plate. Do not do that. No, you do that on your own plate. You'll get into a fight over that shit. I'm telling you. What you do on your own plate, do not mix it. No, you do that on your own plate. No,
I've got into fights over that, yo. But I don't always do it because I understand it because I like to put the pasta on and then you put the sauce on top.
Yeah,
but
then you put the sauce on top.
Exactly. But sometimes I do this, whether it be to clean up fast, whatever. I'll take the pasta, put that bitch in there. I got a pasta spaghetti sitting on the stove right now. Mixed together, segregation.
The only time I mix it if I'm too lazy to separate them, put them in bowls. Other than that, it's all going in there at nighttime. There you go, mix it together. Other than that, no.
Yo,
we're not doing that.
But everybody know how to make spaghetti, yo. Listen, spaghetti is one of them things. You go to the baby shower, you go to the barbecue, whatever, you bring you a pan of spaghetti.
My sister makes good spaghetti. My sister, she makes good spaghetti. My sister makes some good spaghetti. Yep.
And you gotta put meat in your spaghetti sauce, yo. I don't know these people out here using non-meatless spaghetti. That's might as well just drink the tomatoes.
You can put turkey meat or you can put sausage, but I need some type of meat spaghetti.
Yeah, exactly. I do turkey meat. Ever since I found out about turkey meat, I've been making turkey burgers, everything for like the last 10 years. Like I don't even eat red meat.
Turkey meat is really good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's better for you. But Yeah, that's my top 5. Yeah. So thank you, Beeline. I almost got away from the top 5 there. I was having such a good conversation. Hey, once again, Tomboy in the Dress, thank you for coming through again. Yo, we're gonna have you back on.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, man. We can't wait for your show to come out. And hey, till next time, y'all. I love y'all. And of course, if you watching this, you know it's time to come on and show up. I'm gonna see y'all later. I love you. Check out the show off.
See ya.
I'm never falling, like the Empire State, nothing can knock me down. Not even a quake, they try to stop me and knock me off my game. No need for signals, cause I stay in my lane. I'm a role model, but not by choice. They applaud me, cause I give them a voice. Just wanna live and try to survive. Even with hands up, we continue to die. Scary, the uncertainty, color of the skin. Is this the end?